Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today I'm bringing you a quick overview and installation of the Putco Black Punch stainless steel lower grille insert available for all 2011 to 2014 EcoBoost F150s. So in this video, of course, I'll be going over the styling and appearance you can expect from the Putco grille insert, as well as the materials and construction. I'll top the video off with the install, which I'll let you know up front here. Again, we'll get a very simple 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter, not requiring any permanent modifications like drilling or cutting. Now the Putco Black Punch stainless steel lower grille insert will be for any 11 to 14 EcoBoost F150 owner who might not only be looking to switch up the front end look of the lower grille appearance with an aftermarket part such as this, but one that does so in a way with a very minimalistic design, something that will actually help a little bit more with airflow, as well as not requiring any permanent modifications like drilling or cutting, which some of the other options on the market do. This will also be a fairly budget-friendly part as well, coming in a little less expensive than some of the other options, so no drilling, no cutting, and a budget-friendly option definitely comes in my opinion, at one of the top of the leaderboards as far as aftermarket options. Now when you're shopping online for a lower grille insert or replacement, there is going to be a lot of different options out there with styling. Now obviously the lower grille doesn't have too much function other than that maybe it brings in a little bit more air to the radiator. Now if that's your concern, as you can see, a lot of different holes punched, as the title says, into this lower grille insert will allow for a pretty good airflow. Aside from that functionality, the styling is extremely straightforward. This is a very minimalistic design as compared to some of the other ones out there that might have a more complex chrome trim, something a bit flashy, whereas this one is a lot more stealthy. Now on top of the punch setting you see here with dozens upon dozens of holes punched in there, you can also tell that this is a non-drilling, non-cutting required type of material. This is something that goes on with very minimal hardware, which I'll touch on in just a second, and on top of that has a very minimal price tag. As far as materials and construction goes, it was manufactured out of an extremely lightweight stainless steel, something very durable and impact resistant as you can imagine. That's going to be perfect for the guys out there doing a lot of off-roading, or even the guys using it as a daily driver, because your lower front end is definitely going to take a beating from some rock chips and road debris popping up at it, and a stainless steel lower grille insert will be able to take that beating as opposed to some of the plastic trim options on the market. On top of the actual material, it was finished in a textured black finish, and it does have the Putco logo on the bottom left. Now for some guys, the logo would be a make it or break it because they might not want to be doing some free advertising, but in my personal opinion, the logo on the bottom left is small enough to really not be that noticeable, and it does kind of blend in with the rest of it, so I don't think it's too big of a deal in my opinion. The textured black finish does give it a very stealthy look, and again, because of the materials, it won't be chipping or fading in time. I briefly mentioned that the price tag earlier was going to be pretty low here. Now this is something coming in right around the $80 mark. Now if you take into consideration some of the other options out there, like some of the horizontal bar options, the honeycomb options I mentioned before, and even some of the ones that require modification, they can run you sometimes up to $200 for a simple lower grille or lower grille insert. This option here, just 80 bucks, gets you a no drill required, very durable material here with a budget friendly price. In my opinion, one of the ones at the top of the leaderboard. As far as the installation is concerned, 30 minutes at the absolute maximum from start to finish. Of course, some guys might be able to get it done in a shorter amount of time, but of course it'll get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. All of the hardware is provided for you in the kit. All you would have to do is unbolt the factory lower grille, something that is only held on by 2 simple bolts at the top, and you'll be completely replacing it with this particular insert using the new hardware provided in the box for you. Again, overall 30 minutes at the absolute maximum, no cutting or drilling required, and you don't have to take off your front bumper to get the job done. Overall, 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Just to wrap things up here, if you're the owner of a 2011 to 2014 EcoBoost F150, you might be looking for a way to switch up the lower front end look of your truck by swapping out the lower grille for something a little more aftermarket, but with a minimalistic design and no drilling or cutting required. Now, if that is something you're looking for and you're on a tight budget, you might want to check out the Putco Black Punch stainless steel lower grille insert, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.